Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard.
You know, I always looking for a streak and thought, gosh, you'd love to try to catch that one day. I'm not going to get there. But I always thought it was awesome. I'm really just very thankful. I think there's an element of toughness involved. But I tell you what, there's a lot of people praying for me each and every Sunday, and God's protection has allowed me to be out there each and every week with my team, and I'm just thankful to get another shot to go out there and compete. It's been with a lot of different players over the last 13 years. I enjoyed every last one of those games we've been in, win or lose. It's all a time to grow and enjoy and compete, and still have that same passion for it as I did my first start in Oakland. In 2006 on a Monday night. So it's flown by. I know everybody said it goes fast, but it sure does. I can't believe it'll be 200 on Sunday.
Two years after the draft, 2006, of course, that draft class in 04, you've got Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, yourself. When you look back on what that group, your group, has accomplished, what do you walk away with?
Well, it is a heck of a group. I can say that speaking to the three of us, it's a heck of a group. Shoot, I don't know how many games there is. Been played between us all, over 600, I know. Obviously, those two guys have led their teams to multiple championships and still on the same team, which I think is a neat part of all of the one team. So we fall short of that ultimate goal.
Waiting! Hey, Jack Griffey, left!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Yeah, we're about to see a battle of two of the NFL's most innovative lines. We just saw Sean Payton brought out 3 quarterbacks on one play last week with 3 as wide
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Sean Payton acknowledged the Rams have become one of these must-watch teams from the Saints study on the offensive to figure out, get new ideas, see what they're doing, and they get a touchdown reel every week. And you said it's like, there's Todd Gurley scoring from 28 yards. There's Todd Gurley scoring from 30 yards. There's Todd Gurley scoring on a screen pass. So they know they've got their work cut out for them. And it looks like they're going to maybe have to do it without their pass rusher, Martin Stephens, who suffered an injury.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a run. This is below Powell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Detroit coming back out here on offense, and this is a team who had the bye in Week 6. Week 7 last week, Charles. Nice win against Miami, 32-21, in what is becoming a very muddled NFC North.
Yeah, and a win on the road as well. Matthew Stafford playing much better since Week 1, 4-interception performance. Had thrown a pick since Week 3 against New England, a win. Think about some of their wins. They beat New England, they beat Green Bay, just won at Miami. But how about the division? They're right in there. The Vikings setting the pace at 4-2-1. Green Bay's 3-2-1. Chicago and Detroit both 3-3. You can go from first to last and from last to first on a given weekend.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Hopefully, gives the young guys an opportunity. Let's start with the Denver Broncos. They're going to get a better look at Portland.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Roberts on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense set to take over. And it was a tough Week 7 for Sam Darnold in that 20-point loss to Minnesota. Now, look, it wasn't all his fault. You told me that. The running game struggled, but 3 interceptions, a couple of fumbles, one of them lost. He was just off a little bit.
He certainly was, and it evoked memories of the criticism of him coming out of college. Too many turnovers, not just the interceptions, but taking care of the ball in the pocket. You just mentioned those. But the Jets were still in it at the half. They're only down 10-7. The problem is they're trying to do it against the Minnesota Vikings, who are so tough on defense. They pulled away in the second half. When you don't get Isaiah Crowell going running the football, what's it, last 2 weeks, 24 carries, 69 yards after putting up over 200 against Denver, that's going to be the result. Sam Darnold will struggle a little bit more.
And now the Jets below 500 at 3-4. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Herndon's got it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Darnold down to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ezekiel Ansah able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An reception, return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Roberts on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
He had the more minor surgery and came back and risked his health. And basically what he was saying is, this is my reason. I am done risking my health.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
I'm not going to risk.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1, and that is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going for it. Darnold, he's got curse. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
That one goes for 36 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Off of play action, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked about one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Text me back.
They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing is Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Oh, come on, man.
And that is not going to get there.
My fucking God, dog.
It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do it, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
No, check, Patriot! Gone!
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Stafford flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release.
Stop fucking feeding me, man.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On fourth down, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. On first down, Stafford here. Caught right side, Tate. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump away.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ezekiel Ansah in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback.
Box World, nigga. Welcome to motherfucking Box World. Send my motherfucking money, word.
1 and 6. And produce questions about Coach Scott Brooks' job security.
Oh, wow.
So,